Oh my goodness. You know, I feel like squeaky little voice in that song really cheers me up. Gives me the good feelings. It's like hyper. I'm a sucker for a song with like a, I guess, kind of like faint. You see, I'm not a music guy. I don't know how to do this. But like, you know, like the like it just it kind of has vocals, like the Sonic CD soundtrack, Jet Set Radio, Bomb Rush, Cyber Bomb Rush, Cyberpunk. Very very topically, all the JoJo main JoJo themes. JoJo. JoJo. Lord, I would play Josuke's theme right now if I wouldn't absolutely get my butthole blown out by like, I'm pretty sure it's Universal. I think Universal handles JoJo internationally and everything. They're probably gonna get mad at this then, huh? So this is not me making a JoJo OC per se. Some people have been around enough might know that this is like just my character, my main comic character, Alex, who took a break for a while because I was like, man, I'm shit at making comics, and I think he deserves only the best of what I can do when it comes to making comics. So I was like, I just will not make stuff with Alex for a bit. I'll take a break. Took a break, made some stuff with Fossil Boy, and I was like, this has been good, but I think I'm done with this after doing it for like 2.5 months. So now what I've tried to do is I've gotten done writing a kind of story outline, and from there I'm going to try and refine it and my art to what was I thinking of? To make the best possible comic I can, and then slowly release it over, I don't know, however long the pages and art last me. So hi, Juice. Yeah. I honestly, so I learned before. Let's. How about we actually start doing stuff? 25 years. I really, Juice. I've had enough existential crisis for today. I'm begging. Please, no. I mean, the idea is make enough pages that as I drip feed them to an audience, I have enough time to make even more pages. So the first batch might take a while, but the ideal is afterwards you won't be able to tell what the fuck I'm doing. I've said before, the biggest deterrent beyond a million other factors as to why Cahill will not move to Japan is that specifically the toxic toxic, like the very bad kind of work environment of artists there that is somewhat infamous. But regardless, I learned not too long ago that like the way that kind of industry works is like you will apprentice and be the artistic assistant to a successful mangaka before you move on to getting a chance to make your own. And fuck, I would just like to do that just so I know how the hell they're doing it. How they're like, okay, well, we gotta make another 20-page chapter this week, and you better believe the virgins on the internet are gonna get real upset if any of the art looks somewhat not good. And they're right. The virgins on the internet do get upset about that. Semi-related. He's not this bad. So don't go telling him I'm like, no. But, Mortal Kombat on Switch has just made me think about just like, man, I really feel like people are putting the entirety of the blame on Switch here, when in reality they probably could have made the game look okay, but they just didn't bother. They just turned the graphics down to 0. Is that good person? Max 2 was taken. Good person, all around great streamer, incredible gamer. Max 2 was taken. Anyway, but yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, and I was watching some of Barry's Metroid Prime streams today because I'm planning to stream the game somewhat soon. Juice famed artist. Juice would make great art if they wanted to. Anyway, I could have a better evening, honestly, Max, but you know, now I'm streaming and drawing art, so could be worse. Anyway, but yeah, in the same stream where I was like, man, Metroid on Switch looks amazing. Like, it looks like this game looks beautiful. Barry's just like, well, no. Okay, to be fair, Barry was just noting differences. Some of chat was being like, that might not be 60 FPS in that last half second. Like, me stunned at how good this GameCube port looks versus Twitch chat being like, no, I'm okay, Max. I appreciate it. You don't gotta worry about cheering little old me up. Honestly, you being in chat is enough. And it's not necessarily a, like, you know, it's not a Max, don't talk to me. It's a, you do not feel the pressure to be like, I'm going to lift you up. No, it's fine. If you're like, Cahill, I'd like to be in call. First off, forceful. But no, I'm joking. I'd be down. But different. I'm not famed in anything. You're famed, not deadly weapons creator, Juice. Famously, Juice is against using their powers to make genocidal weapons. But anyway, yeah. I don't know. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I've definitely gotten more of an eye over the years of things being like, man, this doesn't look good in a game. Titties. But I really do think there is such a wide culture of, oh my goodness, this game is not 4K, 120 FPS. If people are like, I would like 60 to be the standard, that I can get. But me myself, I'm always okay with a 30. Solid 30 minimum is a-okay by me. Right, there is a problem. Yes, that's true. I don't know. And it not being a yes, exactly. Would be fantastic. I mean, it's not like, I do think general stuttering, no matter what frame rate it's going for on either side, that's definitely, oh shit. There we go. Definitely an issue there. But I'm trying to think. What's a good standard costume for Mel? What is the in between casual sportswear and like whatever the fuck is going on here with these guys? Yeah. Well, I feel like that's... Oh. It got loud. How's stream looking? Stream's fine. Anyway. Oh. I didn't even realize. Is sexy not intended to be sexy? But I was just saying, what was I saying? I mean, I think what I was saying is that, like, does this game look nice in general and runs consistently? Hi, Lime! Oh, that's a very cute emote, Lime. Not always the thought I have with Lime's emotes, but sometimes I see a Lime emote and I go, oh! I think I like this. Lime is absolutely someone to adore. That's for sure. But yeah, like, I don't know. If the game if me casually playing the game, or even intensely playing the game, and visually it looks amazing, just like looking at the game, I'm like, wow, pretty. Then I don't care if it's running at 30 FPS, 60 FPS. I would prefer that be like a tool that the developers have at their disposal in order to 30 FPS. Stealth, does Baldur's Gate run at 60 FPS? Oh, wow. Okay. I was trying to draw, like, because I was like, let's give her a low pant line. But I was drawing into her vagina. I did not do the Cassie Cage thing on here. Not Cassie Cage. Cassie's great. I've been playing some Mortal Kombat. And it runs at fucking gorgeous. Well, but, yeah, I've been playing some Mortal Kombat. And I really think, looking back, Mortal Kombat since 9 has only ever gone uphill. And that does also go for the designs. Because, like, 9 was a turning point where they rebooted the franchise. And, like, you know, went back to their roots, yada yada yada. And some of the designs in 9 are good, and some of them are bad. And when I say bad, I mean specifically Sonya Blade's design, who is an active military personnel, like she's actively on the case. And her design is, this is her torso, right? She has a vest, and then underneath the vest is just titty. Not like a tank top or anything. It is only titty. And, like, listen, Katana and Jade, they're in, like, kind of harem outfits, and that is, like, also bad. But they're from, like, this barbaric, like, you know, wasteland world. So I'm kind of willing to, in fiction, excuse that, but not Sonya. Sonya needs help. Fuck. How do you draw anatomy? Because I'm saying this and I'm like, man, I really hope I don't make fucking Mel look like that. She better not. You better fucking not. Yeah. Like, there's drawing good-looking lady, and then there is you need to go to prison. Go to prison. Horny jail, officially. That's it. That's it. I'm giving Mel 2 belts. Why does Mel have 2 belts? No one fucking knows, because I like 2 belts. Because I said 2 belts are cool. Just make her, just give her Trish's hair from part 5. No. Mel is Hispanic, so it'd be weird if she had pink hair. Be even weirder if it was like straight going upwards. You could say that's weird for people of any denomination, but I say especially. I'd say you're right. Listen, I feel like if there's one thing I've learned more than anything, it's that when you're drawing people of different ethnicities, the thing a lot of people seem to care about is how hair is. And you want to know something? I can respect that. It's just important that I also know how to draw hair. Give her a little... Love it. We love to see it. Also, here's the thing. It's clobbering time. But besides Marvel's the thing. The Black Brown Brook, you know. Well, I hope I get it right. Juice, this isn't necessarily your job, but if I ever am like fucking it up, please yell at me. Juice, you're the type of friend I have where I imagine if I'm doing something super wrong and gross, you're like, hey, Cahill, get it the fuck together. I will say, though, if anyone's just like, what the fuck kind of clothes are those? I'll be like, that has nothing to do with culture. I just like to draw JoJo. JoJo has weird clothes. If there's one thing I'm taking from that, if there's one thing I'm taking from them, it's getting to draw funky outfits. Who could the Stan user be? Meanwhile, David Bowie is standing in the middle of the crowd. In like, what was I thinking of? In like full stage apparel. Like that man's is just not hiding it. We have to find a stand user in this town. Well, David Bowie, famous person David Bowie is over there talking to his death cat. Maybe we should ask him what he thinks. Also, can I just say, I talk about Super Eye Patch Wolf a lot. A clip of his I find very funny. And no one, it's not actually a clip online, because I think I'm the only one who finds it that funny. Is he's talking about Grappler Baki. Which honestly has recently picked up a bit more popularity. But he's talking about Grappler Baki, and he's talking about the quality of the art. And in talking about how much the author likes drawing details and realism, he says, look at this picture of a shoe. And that just, it makes me laugh. Just look at this picture of a shoe. And I was like, I've done it. I've looked at that picture of a shoe. You know, I will say, one saving grace, and there is so few, to Mortal Kombat 9's female character design, is the girls there are not necessarily skinty. Like, they got some muscle on them. It's an incredibly low bar, you know? It's so low, especially when you compare it to comics, but at the very least, they aren't both wearing nothing and are also nearly skeletal. that would be the worst of both worlds. I literally just have to, like... This is the thing. There's, like, very clearly in the human midsection, regardless of gender or sex. Yeah, exactly. And I would argue, Juice, those two are fine. Kitana. And I was gonna say Shiva. Because Shiva and Melina are both, like, monster women. So if they want to be near naked while mauling people to death, then that's fine. That's whatever. They can do that. The others
Melina!
Oh my lord.
Oh my god.
Wait, give me a second.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper. Because
Thank you. You scared the shit out of me. Because
well, no.
your
that
Discord was as loud as possible in my ears. I think it was fine.
Does that reset every time?
I don't know. I think you were fine on stream because I have like...
Oh, no, I don't think so, because I have your stream on 7% volume and heard myself.
Let's see. Yeah, everyone everyone is gone. Oh my lord. It's not your fault, Stealth. It is... Get hurt on. I hope no one was like... My ears are dead. But... Also, let me check you actually in... Because I don't think I have you. Yeah, I don't even have you at max, like, volume. I'm just gonna put Stealth at a solid 100%. And if anything changes, you know... You should be good now, though, Stealth. At least on either side. No, I scared... Stealth, we already scared the entire chat off. I can't have you get scared off, too. Come back to me. Come back to me, son.
I'm still here.
You're still here? Okay, I couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should... No, I think you should be good. Like... You might have been loud.
Bad, though.
No, you might have been like loud-ish. Oh my goodness. Pig just subscribed. Thank you, Pig.
Also, Juice is right.
But anyway, I think like you were just like you were incredibly loud to me, but I think on stream you're just like normal loud. Like
I don't. I think I was like even more loud.
Okay, well, Stealth, talk to the people real quick. I'm gonna check the VOD. We're checking the VOD. Also, thank you again for this update. VOD check. Go to my channel. Go to my videos. Yeah, this one. Okay. Let me just like not stream for a minute as I look at this. I'm watching.
And
are also nearly skeletal. Let's see. That would be the worst of both worlds. I'm waiting for Stealth to come in. Let's see. I feel like you're...
I'm waiting to injure myself.
I literally just have to like... I know you... This is the thing. There's like... I think you were fine on... Oh my lord. How could...
I'm gonna whisper. Because I heard...
It's fine, that's whatever. They can do that.
I didn't even hear myself. Did it go through?
No, not yet. Yeah, you were like normal loud.
Oh!
Like it'll start like I'm not joking, Stealth, and not to make you feel bad because it's fine. It's not. It is literally like it's it's uh it's like it is OBS's and Discord's fault for however the fuck they keep resetting audio all the time forever. But like if you were the kind of loud on stream you were to me, then some editing would have to be done because I'd be like, I'm gonna kill someone. This will kill a My heart almost gave out. They're in like a 90-year-old watching my stream. They'll die instantly. Some kind of noctogenarian senator would almost certainly instantly pass away. But anyway, yeah, you're fine. How was your day, Stealth?
It's pretty good.
That's good. I got... You know... Damn it, they have a name. Hey, Stealth and people at home. You know the kind of, like, sugar cookies with frosting they sell in grocery stores? And they're, like, super powdery but super good? What are those called? Apparently they do have a specific name.
I have no idea what they're actually called.
Because I saw, like, there was a Tumblr post, as you do, about them. And people were arguing about them, but they're like, they do have a specific name. This is the recipe. It's not just like your local Kmart fucked up making sugar cookies. They are a specific type of cookie. And it's weird because there are other like super dry, crumbly, bad cookies that I don't like eating. But those ones I love those ones. I can't get enough of them. And today...
Lofthouse Frosted Sugar Cookies?
Is that what they're called?
I think that those are the ones that I remember. But like,
I mean, if you send a screenshot, then perhaps. It's up to you.
Working on that.
I want to stress how guilty you should not feel, Stealth. I worry you feel guilty, and I'm like, no. Don't. The system has betrayed us. It's not like you were physically here, stormed in my rooms, and yelled at the top of your lungs in the microphone. That's a very different situation.
And I DM'd you
A picture of those?
Yeah.
Let's see if these were indeed the ones I was talking about. Yeah, those were what I was talking about. Also, Deja has so many messages. Deja texted me a picture of their thumb getting sliced open. So, bring out the parrot. Oh, I'll say this right now. This will not happen for a while. But I was like, man, I don't like Nuzlocke, but what other challenge runs can I do? And then I realized I could just beat all of Pokemon Diamond with a single Badoo. So I might just do that at some point. I think the biggest part of it would be at some point in between the first and second stream. What I would need to do is basically spend a dozen hours in the underground, because Badoo can learn Shadow Ball, and that's a very useful move, especially if like you're only doing a single Pokemon. Like Shadow Ball will take care of most, like as long as it's high enough level, like that'll take care of like most type disadvantages Badoo has. The problem is that the TM for it is either sold by random NPCs in the underground, or at like the end of the game, and by the end of the game, most challenges would be behind us. So, at some point we might do a Badoo only run. I love Badoo. Badoo might be my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon. And Gen 4 has some cool designs. But Badoo is adorable. I'll say this. Some people love Piplup, and I do too. But I like Badoo more than I like Piplup. So.
I'm one of the people who likes Piplup more.
That's fine. I can respect that. Listen, if there's something we're not going to do, we're not going to fight over the first 4 generations of Pokemon. Anything else is fair game. That is sacred ground. Everyone wash your feet before stepping upon it. There will be no anger in this place. You hear me?
I have no real issues with that.
Yeah. This is like we can talk about how bad Game Freak gets outside of that outside of those generations, but during those generations, there will be no bad mouthing. I swan to John. Stealth, are there any games you're looking forward to that aren't Baldur's Gate at this point? Or have you locked in
for
the
the
game?
next 4 to 5 months?
No. So, I'm trying to think. Because, like, honestly, any game because, like, I love fighting Pokemon. No, Juice, no! But honestly, like...
Yeah, well, Juice likes the lip fish from Gen 7, so...
It's funky. I don't like it per se, but I don't hate it. I'm like, yeah, it's a weird looking fish. Listen, they were like, we're gonna take an ugly sea creature and make it psychic because it's that ugly. And I was like, you know what? I don't see any flaws in your logic, actually. Continue. Go on. Also, to get back onto what we're doing on stream for a second, I've been reading Part 4 in my spare time, because I like Part 4, and I haven't read it before. And a lot more Part 4 is closer in style to Part 3, but David Productions decided to make kind of the stylistic switch a bit sooner. You know, in making like the latter Araki art kind of the standard for Part 4. And I like how it looks. But at the same time, I don't think that Araki knew how to draw forearms in the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Because, man, a lot of his early art, like, some of those forearms are just like, excuse me? I don't think that's how arms. Sir, I don't think you know how arms. So. Maybe that should be my next challenge game. Play Nintendo's ARMS and see if anyone gives a shit.
They won't.
They won't. I liked ARMS. I think ARMS is good, but fucking everyone's just like, I don't fucking win. Everyone was so preoccupied caring about Smash, and now I'm not sure anyone actually does care about Smash anymore either, so. That's why, like, I'm trying to get into some fun fighting games, but I don't like the idea of just like, okay, you're into fighting games. That means you can't have like a favorite you play all the time. If you want other people to play with you, you just have to be on whatever the newest release is of any series. And I'm like, I don't.
What do you mean you can't have a favorite?
No, well, I feel like I'm over exaggerating a little. More so, what I mean is that I see like a lot of people who are into fighting games will just play, you know, a multitude of series, just any that are out, and any that other people like are playing on a high level. And like, I have a level of respect for that. It's just usually not how I work. Like, my preference is finding like one game I'm super into and being like, ah, mine. So switching rapidly in between like recent releases is a little hard for me a lot of the times. So in that part, I struggle with fighting games. The other part is that my thumbs are awful, so I physically am bad at fighting games, but I'm trying.
Big thumb.
Because, like, fighting games saves me all the trouble of actually going to the gym and then getting the shit beat out of me by real-life people. I should still go to the gym. Like, there's not an excuse, but...
It'd be
funny. But
except
fighting people in real life will lead to brain damage, so... See,
possibly. Probably.
Goku
Maybe.
doesn't have to care about it, because he's already the dumbest person alive. But You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn, that did a lot of damage.
Are you playing more Baldugussies?
What do you think?
Always, forever. See,
At least for the next 5 to 6 months.
See, Stealth is getting into competitive Baldugussies. So.
No, I haven't done any. I haven't done any speed runs yet.
That would be. I wasn't even thinking like that, but. Man. I mean, I imagine the speed runs are short. Like, it is such a open game, and you can do so much shit in it that I imagine, like, if you count, like, any kind of ending as valid, like, you can just be like, okay, I clipped through the wall, everyone's dead now, that's roll credits, and it's like, okay, that works.
I don't know. I feel like Juice has probably talked about this before, but you do know the sex speed runs, right?
Yes, I have heard about those. Well, let's see. Baldur's Gate 3 speedrun. I'll not get over that. Like before, I did not know anything about Baldur's Gate, and now it is such a bit. Oh, yep.
It's like down to a minute or something at this point.
So any percent of Baldur's Gate speedrun, the top record right now, if I'm reading this correctly, is 3 minutes 31 seconds. So that's how fast you can beat Baldur's Gate if you wanted to.
That's in-game time.
That's in-game time. Yeah, but okay, so 4 minutes. Oh no. Oh fuck, a minute.
Yeah, it's an important minute.
No. Time is an illusion, Juice. You should know this. Can I say an art thing?
Yes.
So one thing I think JoJo has helped me with, in terms of like abstracting, is this part of the nose up on top, because just in general in part 5 they have these lines on their nose, and I have started doing it where I put it at the very top, because that kind of simulates the slight shadow you get up there, because that's like where the nose starts curving outward, so it's a divot that that creates shadow. I'll go now. It's your guys. It's your stream. You take over. I know I'm a nerd. I'll leave.
No.
I'm sorry. I know I can't sit with you at lunch. You're right. I was a fool
What?
I can't sit with you at lunch. I was a fool for thinking otherwise.
Dumb.
Dumb.
You actually can't sit with me at lunch.
I can't sit
I'll
with you
talk
at
to
lunch.
you in the hall. No, you cannot. I'll talk
Okay.
to you in the hallway, but like, don't sit at my table.
Gotcha. If I'm remembering this
Okay.
correctly, there was a kid who used to like bully me on the bus home ride, right? And we got done like that stopped because like just you don't give a shit enough, and they just don't do anything anymore. But then I remember one day, I believe months, not like a full year, but like months later, we were just like, you know, everyone was getting done lunch and walking out down the hallway, and a random person started absolutely beating this child to death. So I don't know what it was over, but like it did not go well for the child who was bullying me, and I don't necessarily see that as cathartic. I was just like, oh sweet lord, what did you do? What did you do? So school is fun like that.
I guess.
I don't know about fun.
Juice, I have a question. Do you remember the story you were telling in Discord today about $30?
Yes.
Can we talk about that on stream for a minute? Or should
Yeah,
we not?
you can.
Okay, I don't want you to get
I
like
mean-
fired. Like, are you gonna get like fired if I say? Because I'm not gonna mention anything about business. I'm just gonna say like about the customer, kind of.
My boss has no idea I'm even online, so it does not matter.
They think you're Amish. It's wild. You actually work in Amish country, and they believe you are Amish. But yeah, a short summary is that one of Juice's not Juice themselves, but one of Juice's coworkers made a mistake on a DoorDash order, and the DoorDasher came back and flashed their gun at the person. And I believe Stealth came in and was just like, well, did they actually, like, the technical term, brandish it? And Juice was like, no.
Bring out
Wait, bring out second parrot. I can't believe I keep forgetting that. Anyway. And like, I didn't say, but I was thinking, like, that's where I think the law can be such bullcrap. Because everyone knows, even if it's a hollow threat, everyone knows what that means. Like, you know, like, even if it's completely hollow, it's just like, okay, what you just did, you brought an awful energy into the room, but, you know, whatever. But, like, if you brought them to court, it would be like, no, man, it was, and it's just like, what the fuck ever. But I was like, as I was saying that, I was like, if that's what we're doing, like, let's just, like, why can't we just go full Wild West at that point, you know? It's just like, okay, now I have a shotgun. Like, how far are we going to escalate this, you know? It's $30. I'm giving you the money back. Please, please leave our establishment now. It's just wild. People are wild. People are insane. Y'all keep yourself safe out there. Juice, what would you have done? Would you have brought out your shotgun that you carry all the time with you?
No, I would have not worked in the service industry. As in no one should.
Yeah. Honestly, if I ever get fired, I don't work in the service industry anymore, but I always kept it that if I ever got fired over a bad customer interaction, I would not give a shit, because fuck those people need to learn. Mel is looking pretty. There will be no white women jump scare in this comic. What's all this then? Only escalate things one floor. Beyond that, elevator is usually better. This is me drawing my characters for reference when I do the actual comic Oak. And I'm using Vento Aura. Or Golden Wind, which I have 5 volumes of right next to me, as reference. I have the 5 volumes next to me so that when I draw, I can look at them and be like, ooh. Here's the thing. I do want to, like, heavily edit my plot synopsis document, but A, I'm not about to go around asking everyone if they want to read it, and B, I would like the person to have some experience in writing or storytelling before doing so. So I'm like, I don't know. Where do I even go from here?
There's a blue sky for that.
There is there?
Yeah.
Sick. Can I see it?
No.
Oh,
No, it's theirs.
Juice is using it for their writing. You ever forget which side of the hand your thumb is on?
Yes, more
When
often
drawing?
than-
Yeah.
No, just in general.
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes I look at somebody like down the street. I'm like, the thumb is not supposed to be on that side of the hand, and then I
It's
look
like-
down.
I learned from a Tic Tac. The fuck is a thumb? Oak is a slime girl, so she's actually working with, what are those things called? I mean, I could just say appendages, but there's a word for when something just has like a nub that it uses to move stuff around. Nubs? But anyway,
Nub.
nub. Yeah, I don't know. I want to make this a good comic about emotional struggle. And I want people to like it and care about it. But I'm bad by myself, so I need others to help me. No one gets famous on their own, except for Madonna. And you can tell because she only uses her first name. She said my parents had nothing to do with this. It was all me, Madonna. You ever think about how certain anime characters' names sound in English? Like, it's like he wouldn't be Monkey D. Luffy, he would be Luffy D. Monkey. Think about that. It's not.
I'm thinking.
Wouldn't it also not be like Trafalgar Law? His name is Law Trafalgar. Law de Trafalgar. Lord, I hate thinking about that. I don't know where Goku's name goes with that, because like his is based off of Sun Wukong's, and I don't know if that's exactly how Sun Wukong's name works, because it's like his name given to him by his teacher when he was just like, I'm not calling you monkey as I teach you martial arts, so you're gonna be Sun Wukong, and he was like, okay, neato. I can't wait to fight God. And then he did, and he lost. Shockingly. Everyone loves to say they're gonna fight God. They never consider what happens when you lose. Let me stop you there for a second. What about Zendaya? Well, Zendaya did have a little bit of help getting famous. She did have to shake it up with other Disney Channel shows. Lord. I heard some stuff from Jeanette McCurdy's biography, and it made me sad. But to be fair, it make you sad and angry is what it should do. Because, you know, people shouldn't have fish as pets, and child shouldn't be actors. That was something Trixie Mattel said on a video one time, and she was like, we shouldn't have child actors. If you need a child in your movie, just refer to them off screen. Bring out the parrot. Juice, can you refund Pig his point? Yeah, like, literally, fish are great pets. Yeah, Smage, but, like, people don't take care of Smage. I need you to realize that some people think of a fish as a pet, and they think of putting it just in a bowl of water and leaving it there forever. Like, they think it will take nothing of them to have it as a pet. Like, okay, so, like, I'm saying this in part for the fish sake.
Fish.
I have come to offer an alternative
What's that?
to referring to children off-screen only.
Okay, go on.
Going forward, movies can be just like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, where children are traditionally hand-drawn animated.
I would love, yeah. You know what? Every child looks like a 1930s cartoon, and that they're made of like largely just large circular shapes, all rubber hose.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And we can blow them up.
We can blow them up. But anyway, yeah. Like, listen, I'm just gonna be honest. I do like fish, but one, you cannot interact with them much if you're doing it right, because fucking fish. And two, most people are like, I can put it in a glass orb, not touch it or do anything with it for years to come, and that will be my pet. And I'm like, that thing will die within a week. And they're like, no, it's fine. And then they come back to me and they're like, it died within a week. And I'll be like, uh-huh. So.
Yeah?
Yeah? So
I don't want to alarm you, but I think Oswald is about to shoot Stitch in the face.
Listen, it happens. What are you talking?
Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe talk to your rabbit.
Well, listen. Stitch the person and Stitch the character are both muscular and indestructible, so I'm sure they got this.
Muscle does not deflect bullets.
It can. You don't know that. Stealth, have you ever handled a case where a bodybuilder was shot? No? Well then, guess what? You don't know.
I'm not in felonies.
What?
Of course I haven't. I said I'm not in felonies. Of course I haven't.
Well,
No, he's got you there.
yeah,
You haven't had a
exactly.
case.
You haven't had a case. You don't know what happens. You don't know what it's like out here on the muscle streets, in the muscle world.
Okay, so I guess if you haven't seen it, it doesn't exist.
Yes, correct.
Wait, hold on.
All right. This, you know what? You know where I'm gonna go next with it.
I
Since
know
you've
where you're gonna
accepted my
go
premise.
What? That women don't exist? You're right. I've never seen one of those either. So
No.
this is an issue. I don't. If you're about to bring this into some real
You
bullshit, I'm begging you.
You gotta
not
do it to him.
Don't do it. Don't do it to me.
I don't want to do it to him. Is the thing.
Is it?
Damn it.
Okay, let me ask you this: is this some like Nazi BS, or are you about to?
No.
Okay.
Oh my god.
What
Well,
the fuck?
Listen.
We are way behind the fence.
Listen. Okay, good. As long as it's way behind the fence, then I don't care. Listen. That's the way how some people online think when they go that route. They're like, I haven't seen that happen before.
But you think a bunch of your friends would come into your voice call during your stream and be like, you know, it'd be funny to just drop on them.
Yes, to a degree,
Well.
yes.
Wait, don't answer that. Don't answer
exactly. In fact, you've tried to do worse, and you Stealth just tried to implode some eardrums when he came in today. So like,
That was an accident. Huh?
that was an accident. But if we use comics logic, then nothing is an accident, and it doesn't matter if you blew up that building while trying to save several hundred orphans. You still blew up the building, and you're a bad person because of it. The only character, and I know we're getting away from Stealth's funny thing where he says something bad about Cahill, but listen, I'm just using my.
It wouldn't have been about you.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Gamer! Hello! Fargo, hi! We're doing art! Let me shout out Gamer real quick.
I'm right here.
No. Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales! we were literally just talking about it, because I was about to say that, where is it going with it? Oh yeah, because Stealth did a whoopsie when he joined Call, and I was talking about how people will blame superheroes for whoopsies and be like, no, you did it on purpose. And I was literally about to say that the only versions of that I accept is J. Jonah Jameson, because he is such bullshit. Jim Jameson. Now,
Jomity Jameson.
may they have missed the mark a little bit when they turned him into actually Alex Jones. Maybe a little bit, kind
What?
of. But that's in Miles Morales. That's the Insomniac version. He gets fired from being newspaper, so he makes InfoWars basically.
Oh
I don't.
my god.
So, and like maybe they should roll that back just a little, just like a tiny bit, okay? Maybe just like a little bit, but
They're not going to.
they're not going to. I mean, we'll see. And maybe he's just dead in Spider-Man 2. We'll see. Listen, J. Jonah Jameson is a slightly deeper character than a lot of people will give him credit for, but I still don't think anyone would give a shit if he died. And that's very mean of me to say, but also he is consistently an awful person, so.
But he has a family.
No, I think both his son and his wife are dead. One of those, at least one of those, he caused by trying to hire a mercenary to kill Spider-Man, who then went on to kill Jameson's wife. So.
Well, that's because they didn't go on Infowars.com.
Oh my lord! And you wonder why I doubted you. You wonder why I was like, "What are you about? Are you about to get me canceled on stream?"
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
We're miles away from the fence.
We'll wait on which side.
Don't worry about it.
That's a good question. Brain bill for Mr. No, to buy nothing from him. But yeah, no. Listen, J. Jonah, like, to the credit of Ultimate Spider-Man, like, and like, this is why I like Injustice, because it, being that it is not necessarily the mainstream comics line, it allows for character growth in a way that mainstream has kind of, like, long since decided is not a thing. And in Ultimate Comics, J. Jonah Jameson is like, man, I am such an asshole because New York flooded and Spider-Man saved 100 people and I did literally nothing. And we're going to ignore the part of that that's topical and just remember the fact that he saw Spider-Man actually doing good in front of him and it was just like, you know what, maybe I've made a mistake my entire life for these past couple years. So I had a thought, not to be doomer, but I had a thought about the idea of like the new business is seawalls, where stuff does start going underwater, but instead of like packing it up, people just start building giant concrete walls to hold the ocean back. And I'm starting to feel like that might happen sooner rather than later.
We're gonna water 7 this bitch.
We really are.
Gonna water 7 this bitch.
Because I was like, what's the more capitalist solution? Solving climate change or building a seawall to encapsulate the ocean? And I came to the unfortunate conclusion that it was the latter. And given the current situation, I think we might be starting to be there because, you know, I don't think they're going to try fixing it anytime soon. And a very important place is having some issues right now, so.
Is it building a wall, or is it building an upper level? Then we call it Uptown, and all the rich people get to live up there.
Is it we build a city named after a Norse realm, and all the rich people live on the top of the plate, and beneath it lives the dregs of society who we have outcast it.
Yeah, who are not only blotted out from the sun, but also average about like 100 feet below sea level.
Also, Shadow Mage, I love that you're acting like I don't know that this is a stupid solution. I know that's a stupid solution. I also legitimately think it's one someone is going to come up with in our lifetimes. I think someone's going to be like, we'll build the seawall. And it'll be like, we've jumped several sharks. Literally in this case. We've jumped so many sharks. So.
Yeah, but jumping shark funny.
It's funny.
A big shark.
Man, I love history TikToks and what have you. And I saw the other day about the Great Stink, and I had heard about the Great Stink before, but
The what?
The Great Stink. Okay, so Stealth and anyone else who doesn't know, English people are gross, right? And that's the end of the set. No, but a very long time ago, because like at some point they just didn't give a shit and they were just building London for the fuck of it. Like there was not really proper sewage systems. So the smell in London in the late 1800s got so bad that people could not go outside, and Parliament moved cities for a while. So they had to commission engineers to finally, again in the late 1800s, sewers were invented in ancient Rome. So again, in the late 1800s, they had to invent for what is at the time the biggest city in the world. They had to commission people to build actual sewers to stop like just the entire city stinking and from the Thames River from just being sewage. I'm pretty sure the Thames River is like lifeless now. I cannot imagine any life returning to the river after that. But it's the biggest river through the biggest city was just filled with sewage for a couple years, and it stunk so bad. So, you know, that was a point in history.
There is life in
Certainly
the
was.
Thames.
This is why every country is allowed to make fun of London, because by all accounts, hundreds of civilizations that were wiped out of the face of the earth came up with smart solutions for stuff like this. And the capital of the British Empire waited a good long time to do anything about it. So, you know, I don't know what Washington DC's deal was, but to give America the credit we can, I'm pretty sure they had that also figured out fairly early on. I think they were like, I don't think we should make the capital smell awful. So, you know.
Novel idea.
They also did that thing where they're like, we're gonna make it a maze, and now everyone in the modern day is like, that's fun. We literally hate this, but okay.
It is fun.
I saw someone post about how like Washington DC is not navigable, and if you hear anyone say otherwise, they're lying to you. I'm gonna have a breakdown about this play, and I think that's funny.
Funny.
Funny. Now, would it be... what if Mel's belt buckle was just a giant letter M? Would that be good? It might be. I'm contemplating it right now. But maybe some other time. I don't... See, that's the very JoJo thing to do. Remember when fucking Jotaro came to visit his daughter in prison and he was wearing an outfit emblazoned with his own nickname on it? I do. I want that outfit, kind of. So.
Will it say Cahill?
It's like Cahill, Cahill.
You better say Cahill.
Cahill, Cahill, Cahill. It would just have a bunch of C's across it. Half the C's stand for Cahill, the other half stands for comics. So you know who the fuck you're dealing with.
Well, if it's just a bunch of C's, I don't think anyone will know who they're dealing with. Or assume that your name is just a bunch of C's.
Well, they'll ask me, why do you have a bunch of C's? And I'd be like, it's because my name is Cahill Comics. And they'd be like, that's not actually your name. And I'd be like, no, but fuck do you know? Get off my dick. And they'd be like, that's just profane language. And I'd be like, I'll profane your mother tonight. And they'd be like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. And I'd be like, okay, but you remember who I am now, don't you? And they'd be like, damn it, I do.
And then they beat the shit out of you.
They do. And they're like, but damn it, I do remember him. I wish that wasn't the case. I wish I could forget about him. But I can never forget that damn smile. Anyway. Oak Juice, how was your guys' day?
Yeah.
I don't
My
know.
eyes are burning.
Is there do you know the reason for that or no?
Do I know why my eyes are burning? Yeah, I
Yeah.
look at screens too much.
Name one screen you look at, please.
Monitor 1.
Sick. I thought his name was going to be Jimothy.
No, that's my naming conventions.
Gotcha. Your naming convention?
Yeah.
Oak was too busy in New York today, actually, looking at the stock screens. Oak is a big-time day trader, and they just love to trade stocks.
I was in New York and not taking the L because man is it flooded.
Hello? 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 What is happening?
Hello.
Hello? Thanks to... Did Shadow Mage just donate $2.99 again? Probably.
I don't
Whole
know.
$2.99?
A whole
The whole
$2.99.
$2.99.
Also, yeah, I don't think I got to mention this yet,
Please.
but we are back on doing monthly goals because we got past September, and the one we earned for that is that I'm gonna do an entire stream where I just beat Luigi's Mansion. I can beat Luigi's Mansion in one stream, so I will.
I believe in you.
What will the oh, I don't know. You guys got any idea for what I should do for a November special reward for everyone?
Eat a turkey on stream.
I was about to say. I don't think I can do that, but is there some kind of
Eat a live
Food-
turkey on stream.
is there some kind
Whole
of
live
food?
turkey.
Is there some game about cannibalism I can play at some point? Maybe. I'd like to see you try.
The island?
I'm just gonna.
Or the forest?
That's
Just
the game.
forest.
That actually was the first thing that came to my mind too.
We should wait. Is
That
the forest on Switch? And how many of my friends can I gift it to and force to play with me? Because that's actually a very good idea.
I think it is on Switch.
Fuck yeah. I will
Well,
give...
the Switch doesn't have like an in-shop gifting option.
Okay,
No.
I'll just hand people money.
I buy Mario instead.
Okay.
It's
I continue to give you money. The forest.
Oh, it's not on the Switch. I thought
Okay.
I saw it on the eShop at some point.
I'll look it up and see what different things it's on.
But-
But that actually might be a very good thing. We're the pilgrims coming to the new world. What you know what they you know what they don't tell you about the I did learn this online, but fucking that they were like the pilgrims are a bunch of like uptight religious people. That part you might already know. But they were specifically leaving, not because they were being oppressed, but because they wanted to do the oppressing, and kept not being able to do that, so they're like, fuck you guys, we're leaving. And then they did.
That sounds about right. I don't know that to be true, but that sounds like something that could possibly be true.
Yeah. I mean, listen, things were shitty back then, so they probably were like, yeah, not great things are happening in Europe for us, but that doesn't mean they weren't also buttholes, so.
I think they could have been buttholes.
They probably could have been buttholes.
They were of a colonial mind.
Yes. I also, listen, are there some explorers of early America who I can give credit to? Yes, but the Pilgrims aren't it, and neither is Christopher Columbus. Absolutely not Christopher Columbus. If you were like, hey, Cahill, name one of the biggest dumbasses in history, my first thought would be Christopher Columbus. Name the man who tried to find a subcontinent, couldn't do it, found a different place, thinking for most of his life that it was that place, got tons of people killed because of it, and just was generally very bad at the thing he became famous for.
You're gonna have to narrow it down a little bit more.
Okay, he has to wear stupid hats and be a old, wrinkly man.
Do you know how many white people there are? You're gonna have to do a little bit better than that.
He kept, apparently, I learned this the other day, he kept a journal in Italian that he could understand, and one in I believe Spanish that his crew could understand. And he was always lying in the Spanish one to keep the crew calm. It's Christopher Columbus. Anyway, if SpongeBob is good for one thing, it's introducing kids to Leif Erikson, who is just truly an actual Chad.
Happy Leif Erikson Day.
Happy Leif Erikson. If anyone would be mad about replacing Columbus Day as a national holiday with Leif Erikson Day, then they are equally as dumb as Columbus. Because Leif Erikson discovered a new continent, said, fuck, that's cool, and then left. He didn't do he was just like, that's very neat. I will not be a butthole about this. I don't remember. He was a different nationality, and then his nation didn't want him, and then he went to Spain, and he was like, I can probably find India, and the Queen was like, sure, we'll give you money and ships for that, and then they did, and then he didn't find India, but they still gave him credit for doing it. He was something. This is a detail I do not care about getting wrong, because do you know what the worst part of the Assassin's Creed movie was? It was the fact that Christopher Columbus was in it, and I hate him. And I hate Christopher Columbus. Stupidest person on the face of the earth. Anyway. What's some history that you guys like to offset this? Consider.
Fortunately, I got the history interest of wartime interest, so...
Oh no. Juice is the guy... Go on.
The idea of the Emu War.
The idea of it. I think it's mostly funny because, like, yes, on paper, haha, funny summary, but also what the government said was, okay, to get rid of the emus, we will simply use the machine guns we had in World War II, and everyone, and that turned out to not be actually a very good emu destroying tool. So that's why they lost it.
Why not?
But what ended up happening? Did the emus get their hands on the guns?
No.
Yes.
They just kept being emus. I'm sure if there was enough emus and enough incompetent. I'm sorry, Australia, but there's enough not good emu fighters in your country that if the emus wanted to start fighting back, they probably would have won. So, anyway, what was I just thinking of?
They did. They got the guns.
I will say, I was about to make fun of Juice for being that guy they warn you about who only cares about, like, Vietnam and World War II.
No, come on.
My fair. I don't remember if I put emu on my animal fighting tier list, but I could probably, like, I could survive an emu, but it
Okay,
would...
but what if they had the...
What if it had, like, a machine gun?
Yeah.
It would win. Because I was about to say, like, I think we would fight, and I think we would both hurt each other enough that it would kind of just be a draw. I think me and the emu would, like, break each other's respective legs, and we'd be like, you know what, I think we're gonna call it here. So...
Well, the emu would still have the gun.
Well, no, this is the situation where they don't. But yeah, in the one where they have the gun, then...
Those are always packing.
No. I was gonna say, I will say, if there is a war, and I don't like focusing on just the wars in history, but if there is one I like, it's the American Revolution. Just because it is, I think I may have said this on stream before, but specifically because it is filled with hypocrisy, and I think that's kind of great. So, they really said and fought a war over all men are created equal, and then had no idea what they were saying until it was over. And then and a lot of people came up to them and they were like, hey, what about us? And they're like, oh damn it. So, I think that's fun.
Damn it.
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson, of all people, wrote that document. And then he was like, wait a minute. Hold on.
Thomas Jefferson looked at that document and then looked outside.
And he was like, wait a minute. Well, I won't be alive to deal with the consequences, so I'm sure it'll be fine. It wasn't fine. It wasn't fine.
The Miku binder was on too tight.
The Miku binder was on too tight, he couldn't focus. But yeah. So I like it for that. An emu is. It's a... do emus have hollow bones or no? Either way, it's a bird.
I'm more concerned about your bones.
Yeah. Listen, okay? I would win a fight with an emu out of pure spite because there's a lot of Australian wildlife that could kill me, and I'm not going to let the first one be an emu.
We doing this again?
Are we?
Koala snipes you from a distance.
Exactly. Listen. I'm going down fighting the kangaroo and nothing, like, I don't care how many animals I have to destroy before I get to him. I don't care if he's the raid boss. I'm gonna fight the kangaroo and lose to him. But I'm gonna lose to Kangaroo Jack before I lose to anyone else. You understand me?
Look, man, I just looked up emus. I don't think you can do it.
I think I can do it.
The kangaroo just kicks you in the face with infused Conqueror's Hockey.
Yes, exactly. Kangaroos are animals definitely have a Conqueror's Hockey, but not emus. I refuse. And you're like, Cahill, no, I really don't think. And it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna be known as the man who lost to the stupidest wildlife in Australia. Okay, I'm losing to something else. And you can quote me on that.
First of all,
oh god.
The stupidest wildlife in Australia is the cane toad. So
I mean, the stupidest wildlife in Australia is fucking koalas because I'd like to put forward to the scientific community that I'm not sure we should qualify koalas as living things, but you know, they are so dumb. Would the stupidest wildlife win in a war against humanity? I mean, yeah. I mean,
if they get the guns.
do we consider the tardigrade stupid? Because I think we could make Earth unlivable for us, but the tardigrades would be like, I don't care. I don't give all of two shits about these guys. How do you guys think Mel is looking so far? Should her
homosexual.
Oh, that's good, because she is. Does she look better in a black top? Honestly, I think the answer is yes.
I do have a question.
What's up?
Are those Mickey Mouse gloves?
No, they're not gloves. She's wearing wristbands.
Oh.
Yeah, those are her hands. I could make the hand smaller, so let me give her some elbow. Let me give her some sexy elbow detail, as all characters need, because everyone knows the elbow is the most sexual part of the human body. And then shrink her hand, shrink the hands. Later, man, they have smaller hands. Is to murder with emus. Well, good luck with that. Listen, you'll win, Smage, unless I'm there. If anyone has to fight alongside the emu, I'm sure you'll do great unless I show up, in which case I will destroy your partner. You know that, you know in the Cooler movie, when Cooler just dominates Vegeta next to Goku doesn't even get a chance to step in. Like Cooler just goes for the neck on Vegeta, and Goku's like, ah. That will be me with your emu partner, with your emu girlfriend. So, good luck with that.
Emu.
Emu.
Mew.
Mew Mew. Love a Mew. I love Pokemon Jesus. And Pokemon Jesus loves you. Oswald, what are you doing? Is the answer being very cute? 'Cause you are! I love Oswald. He's my favorite Banwee. You know, if there is one thing that brings me joy in life, it's that I wake up in the morning and over the edges of Oswald Cage, I see his little ears poking up. And I'm like, oh, my heart. It's Laura. I have a question, friends. Does anyone have plans for Halloween?
Aberdeen.
Happadine. As we all know.
That is way too far away for me to know.
I feel that. Oh no, I've not been able to make Halloween plans in 4 years, and I'm pretty sure I'm working on it, so I think we're going for 5.
Halloween is a random Tuesday.
Yeah. I'll be streaming that night. See what spooky game we might be on. I might be doing Bloodborne if I'm playing that at that time. I don't know. Might be playing Mario Wonder, the spookiest game of them all. Ah, elephants.
I could swear that I know someone who hates elephants.
Is it Chen?
No.
I don't think so.
Why not?
Look at him.
Listen.
He was like, not minutes after that direct, he was like already posting about it, so.
Listen. It would be. Listen, hear me out. It would be funny if our collective friend Chen was a weird kind of furry prejudice, where he was really against elephant the concept of elephants. I think that would be funny.
That wouldn't be too elephant of him.
That wouldn't be too elephant. The classic children's toy. Elephant.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, him. Break it down. Says this man in a Sonic CD track. I'm very excited. Basically all the games coming out that I'm excited for are Mario games, which doesn't always happen. Usually there's like one Mario game being released at a time, and everyone's like, neato. But right now, there's going to be like 3, and it's the kind, and it's specifically the Mario games everyone has been asking for forever. So, it's pretty interesting. We live in interesting times, to say the least.
Do we?
I don't know. Do you not think the world is interesting enough, Stealth? Answer carefully, because some people are going through things right now. So, I think they find it plenty interesting.
Mew.
What was I thinking of?
That's my answer.
Mew.
Mew.
I think I think the world is plenty interesting because every day I get to hear about Juice's taste in in what they find attractive, and that's enough to just keep anyone entertained for a while. So
And
Look,
concerned.
man,
yeah,
I just found out Ace Attorney has more than one hot guy. Leave me alone.
I'm surprised you didn't like the clown, the man clown specifically.
Cahill.
Caesar
Yes.
D. Clown.
Caesar D. Clown. Are you actually into the clown, Juice? I will not judge.
No, I'm afraid of clowns.
Oh, you're
Please.
right. I forgot. But Juice, how can you be afraid of what you
only
are?
Found out about, you only found out about Godot today.
I mean, I know he existed, but I didn't know he was hot.
Who else is on your list of hot Ace Attorney characters?
Edgeworth.
No, it's fucking the Lion Man. What is his name?
Oh my!
All
Pacific Lions.
all I'm
Yeah.
thinking of is the guy from One Piece from Buggy's crew. So that's even funnier because I'm just
No,
thinking about how he
it's not.
looks. I forget what his name. I know. Here's the thing. I know the lion's name from One Piece. His name is Richie, and I know that because he was briefly the captain of Buggy's crew, but I don't know his lion tamer's name. So
I forget.
Nor do
his
you really
name.
need to.
yeah.
Where's Pig? Pig, help!
I like. Hey guys, did you know I like One Piece?
What
Okay, so
about
there's
what
the
about
Lion
the
Man and
Edgeworth
Ace Attorney.
from the what about the Edgeworth equivalent from Apollo Justice?
From what?
I can't remember his name at the moment. Hold on, I'll find you a name so that you can look them up, Juice.
You got it.
Who is the Lion Man that you were
Uh,
talking about? I need to evaluate.
Oh, here we go. Clavier Gavin,
Oh, the fucking electric guitar guy?
electric guitar guy.
He is a baby girl. Cannot be hot.
Impossible to be hot is baby girl. Stealth, have you ever overlapped with someone Juice has found attractive, or no?
Yes.
Like, agreed?
Yeah.
Yeah, for fucking
Okay.
sure.
Okay. I missed the news update on that one. So
It's
wanted to
happened
check.
several times.
Okay, that's disturbing on your part, but we'll unpack that later.
No, I just didn't have,
Okay.
awful taste for once.
So Stealth finds Anjanath attractive. Understood.
Why are
That
you
is
like
not
this?
correct.
Listen, it's all I can think about because Oak brought it up not too long ago. And I was like, oh yeah. Man,
What I bring up?
Anjanath.
Oh,
Yeah. Man, Toothless is kind of hot. Who's that? The dragon! Listen.
Found him.
What, Toothless?
No, the fucking lion man.
Okay.
Where?
Stuff. Pig, you cannot help Juice. No one can.
What? What do you mean?
I think Juice needs to... Listen, Juice, I love you. You're mentally ill. You need to... You need several... I say this as someone who also could probably benefit from quite a lot of help. But, like... Juice, I'm begging you. And this doesn't even have anything to do with the people you're attracted to. I'm just saying, in general.
It has to do with the non-people you're attracted to.
It has to do with the just... a lot of stuff.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
record this. I'm gonna
Juice,
record
that's a
this
yes
and
for
play
me
it back
too.
to Cahill.
Yeah. Let's
Love it.
go.
Also, what is happening with Cahill? You mentioned my name in relation to the conversation, and I'm scared.
Mew.
Yeah, you told Juice that they're mentally ill and to get some help. So I said I'm gonna record this and play back to you.
Okay. I mean, I would listen. It'd be great if it was super easy for me to get. Wait, I don't think what is playing right now is on my playlist, which is a problem, because it's just gonna play like Nicki Minaj, and I'm gonna be like, my career is over before it even began.
God.
Nikki's gonna sue you.
Nikki, no, I've never given a shit about your music before in my life. Why make me start now? Listen, it's a good thing. This is what there's plenty of celebrities where I was like, man, you do not take up space in my brain. I know of you, but gun to my head, have not thought about you a day in my life. Sometimes I remember the Kardashians exist, and I'm like, time to forget again. And I have successfully done so multiple times.
As you should.
I think the only time I remember they exist is when I'm posting, "You're doing great, sweetie." Because you know what, chat? You're doing great, sweetie. I love you, chat. Is that a chicken? That's from that, isn't it?
I don't know.
Stealth, what do you know?
Something surely.
I believe you. I will say that Juice story that we told on stream and they had told earlier today, that I knew you were like going into like law analysis mode, because you were like, did they brandish it? And I was like, Stealth, who says the word brandish? Tell me now. The answer is no one.
A lot of people.
They're wrong.
Yeah, it's not an uncommon word. I was just more looking to see if it got into like deadly conduct level situation or not.
What about Deadly Alliance, the Mortal Kombat game situation?
I really don't know. I can't help you with that one. I have not really delved into Mortal Kombat so much.
Okay, so the first 8 games you can ignore.
Alright.
And then that's the thing, you know. I mean, well, that's the thing, though, right? Because I was thinking about this the other day. Does Mortal Kombat have 8 games that just mean nothing, and then they actually started on 9/Mortal Kombat 2011? And the answer is not really, because you have the arcade cabinet games, which are always going to be a classic. But in terms of like story and everything, they really were just throwing spaghetti at the wall up until 2011.
Spaghetti.
And then they were like, you know what? What if we tried? End of story.
I don't remember anything about a Mortal Kombat story.
Okay. So, the universe, which is, you always love it when a game starts like that. Everyone remembers the plot to Dark Souls. The universe, existence, is separated into different realms, right? We're on some Norse shit for a minute, okay? The universe is multiple realms, right? Where Earth is called, that is called
Earthrealm.
Earthrealm. Yeah, there you go. And then there is, like, I guess an opposite kind of to Earthrealm called Outworld. Okay? That is like a different dimension entirely from Earthrealm, right? No. Hell is Netherrealm. That's different. That's where you go if you're bad and you die. The place that is good where you go if you die and where a lot of the gods live, that is called Heaven. I know, we're getting really creative with these names, but shut up. Anyway, there's also the Order Realm and Chaos Realm, but I have literally never seen those matter outside of one character story. So for all intents and purposes, we're going to ignore them, right? Outworld is actually, at the moment of the starting of the story, is made up of several other realms, because the Emperor of previous Emperors of Outworld have conquered other realms before them, and just like merged them into one big pizza of a world, okay? And he's also an asshole, gotcha? You follow me?
Yes.
This asshole's name, no one cares about. So I'm glad Stealth is keeping notes, because no one else cares. This is just me dumping my hyperfixation onto the table and telling people to look at it. Look at it! Look at it!
We love the hyperfixating queen.
So, this asshole is named Shao Kahn, right? And those gods I mentioned that lived in heaven, the Elder Gods, they made a rule a while ago saying that instead of all-out warfare, what we'll do is we'll have a martial arts tournament to kind of settle tension between realms. But if either one of the realms loses 10 times in a row, then Outworld gains the right to conquer it. Earth has lost the last 9 Mortal Kombats, and that's where we start.
Kill a show.
Yeah. Anyway, yada yada yada. Bunch of Here's the thing, because the real draw of Mortal Kombat is not really the main story, it's like the individual character stories. But Lord Raiden, who is a demigod and protector of Earth, he recruits some people. He's like, we're gonna go win Mortal Kombat. They do that. Sub-Zero is killed. And then Mortal Kombat 2 happens. And this time, Shao Kahn and his cronies are like, hey, what if we do one big tournament, and if you win, then we'll never do anything again, but if we win, we get Earth, like we always want. And he's like, no, but then they start invading Earth, and he's like, fuck, fine. Because technically they can still invade Earth, they just can't conquer it. Okay? So yada yada yada, that happens. Kung Lao dies. But Shao Kahn is not killed, he's just grievously injured and beaten in Mortal Kombat again. So then, Shao Kahn is just like, you know what, fuck it, we'll just invade Earth. And he does that, and a lot of people die. But when he's finally like, hey, I'm going to conquer the place now, those gods I mentioned before, they get involved now, and they tear him the fuck to pieces. And that basically covers the rewritten story of Mortal Kombat 1 through 3. 4 through 8, for all intents and purposes, are not canon anymore. So. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. Also, I want to do something more interesting with Mel's design, but I don't know what. Maybe it's because I haven't been drawing jeans well. Let's look at JoJo. How do they draw pants? They don't draw pants.
You can make them more patchy.
I could give her patches,
Or-
couldn't I?
Yeah.
Listen, I just want to make the design interesting to look at, because guess what? People are gonna look at. I hope. Are people gonna look at it?
And then as she becomes friends with main character John, can add his patch to it.
Aw, that is cute. Stealth, why are you good at writing stories?
That really wasn't a story thing. That was more of an Easter egg thing. But
I say it's a story thing. I'm actually. Here's the thing.
I mean, it is character progression, I guess.
Your character progression. I actually think I'll make her. I like a lot of black. Okay, so I'm gonna make her black. Her. She's gonna be a black belt in fashion, not in martial arts. We don't do that here. We don't do any of the punch fighting. Why does this happen on stream? Why does it just start zooming in and never ceases? Also, I was gonna ask if Stealth has gotten into any fighting games before, but I did ask that before because I was like, I want to get into games, but I can't.
I've gotten back into P+.
B plus. How's that going? I would. Here's the thing. I saw you in Discord earlier doing that, but I didn't join because I was like, I think he's getting ready for Baldgus's Gate 7. Both listening.
Yeah, Karen Squad.
Hey, I have a question.
Karen Squad.
Oak and Stealth, please feel free to answer. Why can't I be a Mind Flare? What if
You specifically?
No. What if I, as a character, was like, you know what? I don't hate the idea of being a Squid Man. What's so wrong with that?
Kale,
What's up?
do you want an answer to that?
What? Yes.
Do you want an answer to that?
Yes. Why in Baldur's Gate 3 can you not accept your new Squid Man life?
You
Tell me that-
absolutely can is the answer to that.
You can? Okay, good. Do you not, like, lose yourself? It's just like, you are now Squid Man?
To be determined.
What? Did you say,
To be determined.
Okay. So it's just like, better safe than sorry.
How about you get the game and play it yourself?
Juice,
I could answer the questions, but I don't know how much into spoiler territory that you want me to go.
We'll say none. You
So
already...
then I'm not going to give you the answer.
Okay. But you can be Squid Man, is all I care about.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Works for me.
There's an incredible amount of choice in this game.
I love you too,
Yeah,
pig.
that's a lie.
I want to blow up Gale. I know you can blow up Gale. I'd like to blow up Gale. I refuse to
Well,
not blow
same.
up Gale.
Shadowheart.
Shadowheart. Why'd you say it like that?
You embrace your squidness.
Does she embrace her squidness? Is that her character arc? My name is
No,
Shadowheart.
My character arc is that I become Squidward.
Yeah. I see what you're doing now. Shadowheart is my favorite pony. I love her relationship with Rainbow Dash and Pinkie Pie.
I wonder if Squidward and Shadowheart would just sort of get each other.
I don't like that you said.
Yeah,
I
probably.
know very little about Shadowheart, and I don't like that you've said that actually. I don't like that. It's a lever.
Why are you going him? He's,
He's
right.
right.
I like the screenshot of the Shadowheart that you sent earlier, Stealth Man.
Thank you.
Selfish.
The only thing I worry about is the electric bill for leaving her on so too long.
Yeah.
Stealth was sending the Shadow Drip, which is also a thing you can get on OnlyFans. But
Is it?
Juice, please. See, this is why I don't feel bad about exposing you on stream, Juice. You'd eventually do it yourself anyway, so.
I didn't have a reaction impulse. I didn't think about
Yes,
it.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You're like, yeah, I did it as a reaction. Exactly. That's the.
A hornyism of opportunity.
Look, if I hear it, I'm saying it.
You're super saying it.
I am super saying
I
it.
always-
I will go.
It's always funny when I'm sitting in these calls and we're hanging, and all of my friends are hanging out, and Cahill's making fun of Juice for saying something out of pocket when, like, 5 minutes before stream starts, Cahill says something completely out of pocket somewhere else.
Yeah, and yeah, but I'm aware of it. That's what I'm saying. The difference, like, I feel like you, you Oak specifically, and you're so valid for this. Like to be like, okay, you doing this to Juice is the pot calling the kettle black, and like you're right.
Yes.
But Juice will do it and like not realize what they're doing. I know how bad I am. Juice will say something and be like, Juice, please. we're trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. But you keep just reinforcing it. Juice, you can't have sex with that. That's too juicy
why-
of you.
What do you mean? Juice
Look,
can have sex with whatever they want as long as they can consent.
I support your Rajang-based dreams, Juice.
Oh my lord.
I
I
forgot
sub-
about that.
Dun, 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 dun.
Here's-
It's the CBAM.
Here's the thing, Juice. If you like Rajang, there's probably have you ever seen Super Broly, Juice, or no?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, time to send Juice a picture of Super Broly.
I mean, I could just look him up.
Yeah. Look up just Super Broly X Chile and Chile.
Excuse me?
What's up?
They animated this man?
Yeah.
So I'm a Dragon Ball fan now.
Yeah. Oh, if you want to watch Super Broly, I'll do that anytime. That movie is fantastic. It's just a good movie. Also, let me just... I'm gonna send you something, Juice. And it might be out of pocket, but...
Might be.
It probably will be, but I don't care.
I'm trying to find it, like, one that is specifically caters to Juice's taste. None of these are specifically. Yeah, this would probably work. Nah, not that one. I need like a good one. No one needs to worry about what I'm doing off screen right now.
Can't believe you're not streaming this to literally the whole internet.
I would get banned.
Banned.
Because I feel like this is Juice's thing. So I'm just gonna send it to him. Because, like, this is the kind of, like, couple stuff they're dealing with. This. And that. I think you kind of get what's going on here. From those two kinds of images.
Who is this woman? I do not like her.
Well, she's Broly's girlfriend, so. Her name is Chile, because all the aliens are named after food stuff. If
Why
anyone...
is she so tiny?
Because... Well, Juice, this is why I send it to you. She's not necessarily all... She's a little short. Broly is just fucking massive. Like, Broly is like 12 feet tall.
Jesus.
Broly is actually a himbo, actually. I'm not joking. I'm not misusing the word here. He is a 12-foot tall animalistic himbo. And I think I just killed Juice saying that because it's everything they could have dreamed of. I heard, like, basically the origin story for, like, the super, what's it called? The Super Saiyan Great Ape form and Rajang for Monster Hunter. And I still don't get it. I still don't understand what the basis is. So, I think I might just be dumb. Different monkey story, though, is that, like, I have gone into bookstores and looked for copies of the Monkey King. I can't fucking find it. I cannot find a physical copy of Monkey King anywhere. Monkey. Chat, can you give me Monkey, please?
Check your monkey.
Give Monkey.
Make him monkey.
Might be. You have given me Monkey. Life could be dream. Shoop doo doop doo wah. I feel like Juice is now silently looking at Broly art, but that might just be me.
What?
What? Juice is never escaping these allegations. The Juice allegations. I realize how funky Mel's nose look. I think I have to scale it down a little bit, not too much, and move it up. Oh, that's much
No
better.
nose.
No. I mean, listen, I'm basing it off of anime. That would be applicable. My fucking back is killing me. Juice just muted themselves. You're right. But that's still silently. Just because you mute yourself in Discord doesn't mean you're not doing it. Even if you're making noise in the context of call, it is silent. But Juice is silent but deadly. I know because they killed my brother. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it is true.
Yeah. That's how we became friends. Fucking hated that guy. His name was Millen. I was like, you suck. And he was like, wah! Garlic! And I was like, yeah? And he was like, character traits! And I was like, fuck you. But Juice just, like, destroyed him, so it's all good.
He deserved it.
Oh my lord. Stealth, in the context, I'm saying in the context of the Discord call, if you are muted, then you are doing an activity silently. Is that not true? Think about it. Think. I don't like to do that.
I don't think.
I don't. You ever just spend forever designing a character's outfit?
Yeah.
I think I need to move her mouth up. Honest, you know, I actually think she looks somewhat good. Is this good character design? Juice, you tell me. Juice, what gets everyone rock hard? You know. Tell me now.
I don't know about everyone.
Everyone. Juice, you know everyone's taste in how a character should look, don't you?
Yes.
Juice is just using me as a vessel to create characters for them, and only them.
I do like her hair.
Nell's hair?
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, I just... Juice, can I actually ask you something?
Yes.
Because I feel like you are legitimately a person I should go through for this. So, Mel's girlfriend, African American lesbian. Do you have any good haircuts I could give them? Are you thinking?
I am thinking.
I appreciate that. Yeah, she's pretty muscular. Here's the thing, I know what Deja does for a living. I don't know what Mel would do for a living. But maybe I don't need to. Listen, she's in LA. She works out.
Describe her character.
Describe
Describe her character.
she's mom friend. She's making sure everyone's getting taken care of. Because she has trauma where she was not attended to while she was a kid. You know, as you do.
Teacher.
So, teacher. Well, here's the thing. She lives in a bit of a corporate nightmare, so I don't think she's working with kids. I think she's working at a big company. It's just making me think she's an office worker. Some kind of middle manager.
Middle managers are not great.
What would you, I mean, like, I want to make her a secretary, but that's the thing, like, she's literally doing like, the point of this is she is doing, like, Deja's an engineer, because that's kind of an innocuous job that she can do to pay the bills, and, like, not actually have too much to do with the company. What is something like that for Mel? But I would argue a little less physical. I don't think she's out there just, you know, doing construction work and what have you. Like, I think she's a little more Dolly Parton's 9 to 5, if you catch my drift. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Face me, father.
Human resources.
Honestly, I hate how, yeah, it actually works.
She's resourcing those humans.
she's fucking finding where the human resources are and mining them from the ground. Pulling children out of the ground like potatoes to go work in the the mines. Oh, the children do yearn for the mines though. But yeah, I just think she's working like an office job. Just like, she's like, I do not care to go forward in this company, but I need money to do anything, so I will work my dead-end job in order to make ends meet.
Mithra feels really good in the P Plus engine.
That's good.
PP.
Deja's the same. I just think Deja's a bit more tomboyish. She's into video games, more physical activities.
They
But
have hairstyles.
please do send them to me. I will save them to my phone, to my mobile device.
You got it.
I mean, to character dump a little. Whereas Mel had to take care of herself at a young age, Deja had to basically step up for her father at a slightly older age. Because working in a hazardous environment, her dad became a shell of a man and is now barely able to take care of himself, let alone the rest of the family. So that affected her a little. Only a little. You know, a normal amount of seeing your dad hollow out as a human. As he will. Also, I'm literally just like touching this up right now. I'm not even bothering to design more. I'm just like, make the art look better. Make it look appealing. Genuinely, I said this before, there was a post about like your art not getting traction on a website, and like at some point you do kind of have to start blaming yourself. But specifically it was about like art not having visual appeal, which is like a way like people just seeing someone and be like, I like it. And I do think not a lot, like my art can be missing that sometimes. So
I can't quite put my finger on why, but I do like her name. I mean, I do like her design more than Alex's.
well, you don't like Alex. No, I'm sorry.
No, that has more to do with the character traits that I know about him so far than
Yes.
his design.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to be fair, like Alex is kind of meant to stand out like a sore thumb in some ways. You know what I mean? Like Alex does not have a design grounded in reality, or what isn't even necessarily like good. His design is somewhat formal wear, and a big black jacket. Because I liked Organization 13 as a kid, so.
yeah, I see it.
So, and also if you're like, man, he's just kind of he's standing there awkwardly. Yeah, that's his character. Alex is a Cthulhu-esque deity, and he just wants to make friends, and he's very bad at that. Alex is bad at making friends, and he can literally not make friends. He would end up making meat puppets that just kind of work based off what he is feeling at the moment, so you can imagine how that would not be good. Do y'all not like your meat puppets that reflect your inner thoughts?
What's the matter, sweetie? You haven't touched your meat puppet.
I haven't touched your meat puppet. Yeah. Trio. You know what?
Trio.
Trio. And some Pokemon anime sounds are very good. I will say, I'm not trying to like suck off old Pokemon, but I think I've said this before. That,
Yeah?
like the original version of the Pokemon manga had less of a necessarily directly Pokemon feel, and was more along the lines of like just like adventure anime, and like I think that's nice. It's just like we're having adventures and also Pokemon exist. And it's like neat. Does that person have a gun? Oh, okay. I love it when people in anime has gun. Vash the Stampede.
Especially when it's their neutral bait.
Yes. Vash the Stampede. I don't know anything about him. Glad he has almost 3 guns. He has exactly 3 guns.
I like that Alucard guy.
What, you from Castlevania, the game we're playing tomorrow and is currently playing
No.
right now?
Oh,
I have all of Helsing
Not
right
that
here. Let me see. Helsing, Volume 1.
I'm going to need all of your volumes of Helsing.
This is Helsing. Helsing head. Oh no, this is not him talking. This is Helsing. Helsing headquarters. Tell me your status, Alucard. Yeah, sorry. I was moon gazing. Keep it together, Alucard. You're the only one we can count on. I know, it's just such a nice night out. Arch. Cheddar, a small village in northern England, Wednesday, June 14th. A loner vicar, made his way to the church in his sleepy village, or rather, odd vicar. He almost never went outside during the day. Always, he'd be inside the dimly lit chapel. On the rare occasions he did go out, it would be rainy or cloudy or the middle of the night, and he'd wear a clear. I'm done. Not just the book, but I'm also going to raid someone in end stream. I like to end my streams just reading a book no one asked me to read. So
That's neat.
you're neat.
Don't know about that.
You are, and I vomited.
You need more parrots.
I need several parrots. I need the world's biggest shoulder. For every 10th parrot redemption, I will grow a ginormous shoulder, and many parrots will be atop it.
That's exciting.
That's I'm not gonna do that, but it's definitely an idea. Let's read.
Wow.
You know what? Listen, Nicole is playing Liza P, and I don't know what P's lying about, but I'm willing to find out. So,
P said it's Dark Souls.
I appreciate for everyone being here tonight. Guess what? Tomorrow night, we're gonna play Castlevania Dracula X. Not just on an emulator, but on the SNES. I got it right here. I got my SNES right here, and I got my Dracula X right here. So, I hope y'all join me for that. I think it'll be a real nice time. And yeah, appreciate you coming by. Appreciate my friends being here. They're the best moral support I could ask for. So,
Yeah, moral support.
that wasn't even a bit. I like when they start kicking me. So, that's more of a Vegeta thing than anything else, so.
Begins kicking you, begins kicking you,
Yep,
begins kicking you.
yep. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the abs. And yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.